Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome into our weekly reading. This is for all signs. So if you find this video, there will be messages in this video for you. Thank you so much for subscribing and following along in the future if you enjoy this reading, and for liking this video if you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Letting me know what resonates for you in the comments too. That's really going to help me with my readings going forward, and it lets me know that what's resonated for you. I'm just going to clear and cleanse your energy now, beautiful souls. This reading is starting on Sunday, the 8th of February, 2026. Clearing and cleansing your energy, dispelling all negative energies. Blessing your beautiful souls. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started for our week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so truly grateful. My name is Elena and this is Mystical Magical Readings. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, my guides. What does collective need to know for the week ahead? Thank you so much. I'm seeing someone shake hands straight away out of the deck. So I'm seeing some sort of agreement being made. There's someone shaking hands with someone else. And it's almost like a work thing where the boss is smiling. There's been an agreement made between you. So there could be some good news with work for some of you this week in terms of moving forward in a new partnership or new agreement or the beginning of a new project, which is really exciting. Let's get these cards out now. Thank you so much. What do we need to see here? And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. This is going to come out into our spread, but they're wanting me to highlight that now in reverse. So they're pointing out the shark on the bottom of the cup, in the water as well. I'll just turn it over so you can see it. There's a shark in the water there. So all is not what it seems with somebody maybe that you have a crush on or they have a crush on you. I'm getting that there's something hidden, something to be revealed, and there's more to know about this person. So don't rush into anything that's making your heart flutter at the moment. It's not necessarily a good or bad thing or anything like that, but it's knowledge about the person and what they're doing presently in their current life that might not resonate with you. So more investigation is needed. So do go get to know this person if you're dating and you're about to go on a date with someone you've had a bit of a crush on for a while. But don't jump in with both feet, because there is something unseen under the water that you need to be aware of, okay? So just go slowly and all will be revealed as you need it to be revealed. That way, I think sometimes when you've had a crush on someone for a while, when you finally get to hook up with them or go on a date with them, it can be really exciting. And then you have your love blindfold on and you kind of ignore red flags, or you go a bit too quickly so that you're not seeing something that needs to be seen. So I just want you to be aware of that there. That's just something that they're highlighting up at the moment as well. Now I'll just double check that you can see all the cards. Wonderful. Okay, so yes, mystery, things to be revealed, which is just what I was talking about then in the reading. So with the Moon card, there's things hidden. There's fears within you to be worked through, and there's also mysteries to be revealed. And I'm getting very much about love. So there's a strong love current coming out in this reading. Do your due diligence, due diligence, do those double checks, inquire, ask questions about the person, and if you have an intuition about something, don't ignore it, because I'm getting that once you find out this knowledge, you're not going to be interested in this person anymore. So that's a very, very strong energy coming through there. So just go slowly, enjoy having a crush. It's totally awesome. But at the same time, don't let that crush blindfold your common sense and, looking after yourself, because you don't want to end up in a toxic relationship or something be revealed once you're kind of even more into them, if you know what I mean. So anyone who's super, super really charming and seems to say all the right things and always directs the conversation back to you, they're kind of actually red flags. It means they're very, very good at charming somebody else. They're very confident, but they're good at what they do. But if they continuously divert questions that you ask them about themselves and don't really answer them, then there's a reason they're doing that, okay? So just be aware and be clever. I want you to turn this Seven of Swords into you being aware and taking a different strategy to what you normally would in terms of any love or romance, and just being careful with that and not letting somebody end up betraying you because you're wanting love so much into your life. For those of you who are in a relationship, that part of this reading isn't relevant for you, but then they're bringing me back to the career side of things where I see that handshake from the boss. There's some sort of thing that you've been manifesting in with work that's really awesome. It's really, really cool, and it's almost like someone just said in partnership with divine, in partnership with spirit. It's like you've kind of signed a contract, a divine and sacred contract with spirit, and you're going to have a lot of success in this. You're going to inspire other people. It's really exciting. I'm getting this really like your guide team are celebrating and cheering you on. It's the right time to be doing this as well. You're very, very confident. Lean into your confidence when you question yourself. This could be a huge part of your spiritual path and purpose, and you've just quietly had faith and you've kept going and you've continued on, and you've looked at yourself and you've fixed what needed to be fixed within your life. Now, what I mean by that, that was actually holding you back from being able to be doing your purpose and your path in life, what makes your soul sing, what you like to create, I guess, is what I'm meaning by when I say purpose and path. So what I mean by fixing what was holding you back, if you had financial difficulties, you've done what you needed to do in a practical manner, and you fixed it. And they're showing me Saturn now. Saturn is the planet of practicality and getting in routines and looking after yourself and taking responsibility for every single part of your life, So Saturn is also really proud of you because you're balancing in the practical side of what you need to be doing, so that your creative side can go forth and bloom and expand, which is the part you were kind of missing last year. So this is very, very exciting stuff indeed. Now, this could be something that you love to do in terms of creating, and you could be making a new little side hobby where you make some money off it or something like that, or you simply are just doing it because you love doing it because all the other practicalnesses in your life are sorted, like emotionally you're sorted, financially you're sorted, spiritually you're sorted, you've got your good routine, you've got a nice balance of doing and resting and all of this sort of stuff. This is all the parts of you that you needed to put together, and I'm seeing this whole complete puzzle, and you and your guide team putting all the pieces of the puzzle together to go, okay, now you can do what you love doing because the practical stuff is done. So now Saturn's given you a huge big tick to move forward, the planet of responsibility, the planet of looking after yourself, the planet of, some people call it limitation, but at the same time it's not. Saturn limits you in terms of if you need something fixed and that's causing you worry and dissipating your energy, you're not going to be able to have enough energy to create. This is how Saturn kind of works it. And I love it, to be honest. Once you get on board with Saturn and you allow Saturn, the karmic planet, to teach you your lessons, you thrive, I promise. So Saturn's giving you a huge tick to go ahead. And now I'm sensing Jupiter coming in, the planet of luck, the planet of good fortune and expansion, and things are going to expand for you. There's luck on your side. And not only is there luck on your side, you're going to step into a playful energy while you do so. Look at the cat having a little play on the ground there in the Wheel of Fortune card. This is about stepping into your true creative abilities and really loving them and not doing it for any reason but the fact that you love it and you know it shifts your vibration, which in turn helps us shift the world's vibration. So well done, and well done doing and sorting out and fixing the parts of your life that you needed to be sorted. This is really, really good, and you've done a lot of work on yourself to get here. So congratulations. Now it's time to reap those rewards, reap those benefits. You've manifested this in, which is truly amazing. And you understand the importance of rest comes first now when you're tired, whereas that's also something that you didn't get before. So for those of you with like a side hobby, creative project, anything like that, something that you really love doing, this is now going to bloom and flourish. The time is now to move move forward. Even more so, the time will be now to move forward on the 17th when we move into the year of the fire horse. But this week is a good week. The seedlings are sprouting and everything is happening. Now, there is something going on here with this Nine of Swords. I'm getting there is grief. I'm getting there has been a lot of journaling done in the past. If anything else is coming up that you thought was kind of settled, healed, or sorted, and it's making you feel upset, but you really feel like you have done your work on it, this could actually be other people involved. So say this is another family member, it could be that family member thinking about you. Say if this is an ex-partner, this could be that ex-partner thinking about you, and you're feeling that energy. I want you, Spirit wants you, Divine wants you to recognize what is yours and what isn't. And then what we do to clear and cut cords, we cut them, but then you can imagine them being sealed after you cut them on either side, your end and the other person's end, so there's no energy leaks. So that's really important. You can just visualize a purple flame and it burning through a bit of the cord to separate it and separate you from them. So if you're feeling like someone else is thinking about you and that energy is affecting you, you can just visualize and ask your guide team to help you to clear and cut the cords and seal the ends off. And that will really help. And it's just about having energetical boundaries with that. But I am getting there is kind of something here that you're needing to work on. There's kind of like a little bit of a fear of moving forward. If there's something that you're wanting to do, but you're scared of what other people think, or you're scared that you're going to lose everything and everyone, or that people just don't get you, this is an energy that I'm picking up on in this card. It's like there's something that you're wanting to do. There's a lot of grief here. First of all, let me say that there is a lot of grief here. There is more feelings to investigate and divulge, and journaling will be really helpful for you to navigate this energy. I'm getting a very heavy energy. This won't be for everybody in this reading, but it's if you know it's for you, then you know it's for you, this part of it. The color green, which is the color of the heart, will also help you mend and heal your heart chakra. I'm getting that there might be a feeling of abandonment here, some sort of abandonment thing that might stem back to childhood, where you kind of need to reparent your inner child. So don't try to navigate this alone if this is you. If this is something that you've been trying to heal for a while, and whether this has been triggered from someone breaking up with you or someone passing away, and my heart goes out to you and gives you a big hug right now if that's the case, or anything like that, or you're missing someone that used to give you really good advice and they've passed over. They're wanting you to know that they're still here. They're standing right beside you and they love you so, so, so much. And they have gone from the human realm, but they're still in spirit and they're still here with you, and they love you so much and you're not alone. They're telling me journaling will be good for you. You can journal them a question about what it is that you're trying to work through, and then just free write, and it will be them with their beautiful loving messages back to you, so you can connect in with them on that level. And I'm getting that writing, doing it in a writing format will be great. So if you're just wanting them to advise you on a certain situation, do that, and that will help you. Now, with the deepest respect, I will leave that there. And I give you so much love if you are grieving a loved one who has passed over. For other people, they're interestingly, now I don't prescribe medication or anything like that, but if you do have stuff with your mental health going on, you might need to get your medication rejigged or something like that. So go to the doctor or go to your psychiatrist and do what you need to do to check that out. But if you feel like there's an intuitiveness that it might be your medication that's not quite right, or perhaps you've even done enough healing on yourself and your meds are a little bit too strong now, or you need to take a different one or something like this, but you're going to investigate this. You're going to get really, really good advice and go and get that professional advice. I am not a doctor. I don't prescribe anything. I don't do anything with mental health or anything like that. That's just some advice coming in here. So you might need to get your medications rejigged if you are on medication. For everybody else, this is really just a sense of focusing on your worthiness and seeing kind of when success comes in for you, because there's a lot of success in this reading. So when success comes in for you, how you navigate that, how does it feel wearing the clothes of success, the energy of success? How does it feel knowing that you are successful? Do you enjoy it and embrace it, or do you kind of go into flight mode and start going too quickly because you're actually scared that you're going to lose it, so you need to go quicker and quicker and quicker to keep it, which in turn is self-sabotage in a certain way, shape or form? How do you view success and how does it sit nicely on your shoulders? This is what this week's major theme is all about. The success is there. You've done your work. Everything is wonderful. You've got a lot of success coming in. You're wiser about love now. You're not going to fall for that crush that you need to know more knowledge about. That's also a self-sabotage distraction this week that I'm getting. So be aware of that. But there's a moment. So at the moment where you kind of feel like you're suddenly in a rush and you have to get everything done all at once, acknowledge that you've gone into flight. So in fight, flight, freeze, you might have gone into flight and you're trying to get it. It's not like you're sprinting and running like a bear's chasing after you these days, because we're not in the caveman ages anymore. But if you're trying to do everything really, really, really quickly and you feel like you don't have enough time and you've got to go faster and faster and faster, you've actually gone into our modern age version of flight mode. And acknowledge that, because there's something within you that needs to be processed, that needs to be journaled. Is there a feeling of not being worthy of receiving the success? Is there a feeling of not being able to manage the pressure that might come in with it? Is there a feeling of you need to do it all perfectly, and if you fail, everyone's going to hate you forever and ever and ever? You know, where is the and this is how the mind can go, which is why I want to talk to you about that. And then it sits in your body and stops you from having that success come in. So with your success this week that's coming in, with all of this beautiful creativeness and Saturn being on your team and Jupiter getting ready to expand things for you, so things really start rolling in, it's time to go slow and process what needs to be processed so that you can truly accept the success. Recognize when you need to work on your worthiness and slow down. And a sign of that is when you start going too fast. That's a key for you, a really important key this week, to recognize that. And do that work on yourself when it comes up straight away, because it'll just take a moment. You'll just sit in and acknowledge, do I need to do a mantra, or do I need to just acknowledge my inner child and give them a cuddle and let them know it's all okay and we don't need to do it perfectly, and to breathe, reminding yourself to breathe. Do you have a pet that you can ground with and get comfortable with and get a cuddle off, or a pet, or a pat? That can be really beneficial as well. And if you do have an animal, there's a gorgeous, your animal loves you so much and they're really in tune with you, and they are here to help you with all of that as well. And I'm getting that you love them very, very, very much. And they also help your nervous system relax too. So sometimes, even though we've really wanted something for ages, once it finally comes in, you're like, oh, can I actually do it? So this is where you need to recognize that and ensure this time round, because I'm getting that this might be like your third try of doing something that you've really wanted to do, and it's a lot, and then your confidence gets a bit shaky and your ego gets involved and the ugly head of fear rears its head, and then you kind of get a little bit scared and self-sabotagey. So that's just something to work on there as well. What else have we got in this reading coming in? I'm seeing everything, if you're in a job, just regular, going smoothly, no problems there. Money's getting a little better. I'm seeing money on the increase. not massive amounts of change, but just a smooth operation, a smooth increase, and you being really grounded and grounding in all the new fabulous things that you're doing. I'm seeing for some of you a little bit of maybe of an altercation with a family member, or a little bit of tension or stress there. As I said, I mentioned that with the Nine of Swords card as well. That came up a bit earlier. So there's different perceptions here with this family member, and I feel like you feel they're really quite difficult and they trigger you and it's challenging and it just pisses you off, and again, this person who's passed over, who loves you very dearly, they're ready to give you advice on this as well. So what I'm getting here from some direct advice from them is, please don't feel guilty or feel obliged that you owe this family member anything. If they're treating you unkindly in any way, shape or form, it's okay to take some space from them. Let go of the guilt in doing that, because you do have a lot of beautiful stuff coming in, and you don't need that heavy energy or anybody who makes you feel unworthy around you at the moment, because that's also going to start that self-sabotage and get in the way of your success coming in. It doesn't mean that you have to cut them off completely. If you love them and they're beautiful, it's just a triggery situation. You can still see them. You just don't have to see them every day, or when you're really busy, it's okay for you to prioritize your rest. There's other people I'm getting that can hang out with them and see them, and that'll be just fine as well. So let go of your guilt and let go of what other people think about that too. I'm also getting that other people in your family like it when you hang out with this family member, because it means they don't have to do it as much. And they're cheekily kind of, being the Seven of Swords, they're cheekily got their own agenda in letting you know maybe what's going on with your family member. And it's like, they'll give you a call and let you know when something happens to them, because they know they have to see them less if you go and see them, kind of thing. So be aware of that. Do be aware of that as well, and make sure that if this is a challenging family member that causes a bit of difficulty for everybody, and it's like it's a bit exhausting to hang out with them, you love them dearly, of course, but make sure other people in your family are not taking advantage of you and making you do all the caring kind of work, when other people should actually be doing a little bit more caring work as well. The most important thing here is putting yourself and your needs first. Now, this was a huge lesson that we all learnt last year. You cannot help or support someone else if you are not 100% okay. So please don't feel obliged in terms of overdoing or overcaring or giving out your energy when you don't have any to give. Yeah, so really, really be aware of that, and that will help you moving forward. I'm also seeing a really happy family dinner for somebody. So everyone's sitting around the dinner table just having a really awesome time, and it's just a really nice way to catch up and you all really get along, and this is absolutely gorgeous. And you all really feel like you've come back together after a time of trouble, and it's really kind of cool and beautiful and wonderful. So I see a really enjoyable family dinner for some of you as well, which is going to be going really well. This could be family that you kind of catch up with quite regularly for these, but this is just, it's extra awesome, and everyone just really gets along and has a nice laugh, and you all come back into appreciation and gratitude for each other. Again, I see you a real inspiration and a lot of victories coming in this week. So highlights of the reading, very much so. Don't be a fool in love, lol. Things going really well at work, cruising along, good new partnerships, good opportunities coming in, new projects. If you have a creative project, I see this really bursting forth and beginning to bloom. Just a bit of work on your worthiness to do as needed. And if you start going really quickly, remember that you might have gone into flight mode to distract yourself from doing that inner work, and to pull yourself back and do that inner work. Don't overgive to a overbearing family member, and make sure other family members are not trying to make you overgive in their own little tricky way. And last but not least, beautiful family dinner for some of you as well, where you're really enjoying each other and appreciating that. So let's now get a Gateway of Activation Oracle card for you. Thank you so much. Just to finish off this weekly reading. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you joining me for this reading. All right, let's go. Sorry, I'm just cutting the cards. I just suddenly realized I wasn't doing that on the camera. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's cut them and we'll get the top one. This is the Gaia Gateway Activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Honestly, I'm seeing rainbows here. That's your abundance coming in of new creative projects. I'm seeing everything as a balancing act. I'm seeing you following through on your learning experiences and integrating new wisdoms. This is what I meant by getting everything fixed in your life that needed fixing, like money or emotional regulation or whatever that looked like for you. You've kind of gotten that sorted so that you are really in balance and you are really downloading a lot of wisdom from your guides, from divine, from your loved ones who have passed over, who really love you and are on your team. And this is really infusing within you and to support you in this earth and all sentient beings as well. So every lesson that you have learned, you can now kind of, I'm seeing you with a cape on, like you're this little cape hero and you are your own hero, and you've learned that you're your own hero and you don't need anyone to save you. And it's a truly beautiful, wonderful, empowering moment for you. So there's a lot of wisdom to be gained here, and you have a lot of wisdom yourself to be shared, especially through whatever you do creatively. So do enjoy that. Also getting some nice rest and retreat and meditating, tuning into your guides with the Four of Swords and the Hierophant there. That's really beautiful as well to do, to connect into your team. Let's now finish off with a couple of runes for this week. Here we go. We've got 3 there. Okay, so the first rune we have is the Tiwa's Tia, which is honor, justice, leadership, and authority. You're really stepping into your leadership in your creative projects. You're really becoming a guide for other people. You are aware of the direction that you're headed in as well, and you're really headed to your proper true north, which is really beautiful. You're not letting anything distract you. You are on track and you are doing it in an integral way, and they want that on the 6 of Wands, leading and inspiring other people in an integral way. We then have the Manaz, which is about the self, friends, enemies, so on and so forth. Now they're highlighting that family member to me, or that ex, or where you need to cut cords with other people here. So this is about recognizing what is your energy, what isn't your energy. Is that difficult family member affecting your energy? Is there an energetical cord that you need to clear away here? Is there some wisdom that you need to download off your guides for this? Once you remove the fear of things, you can really download more wisdom in how to move forward from it and how to heal from it as well, which is awesome. And basically the key here is letting go of guilt, knowing that you've done nothing wrong, you owe nobody anything. It's life. We all are in this world together, and no people pleasing, baby, you know, no people pleasing. So this is all of that sort of stuff coming in there. If there's any exes giving you grief, know that you're better than that and you don't need to fall into that kind of behavior, because you do lead with honor and justice. And it's about those strong boundaries in place, clearing those energy cords away from you and moving forward knowing you are absolutely flippin' awesome. And we then have the Orthella. So Heirlooms, Heritage, Land of Birth. Now this is come out in the reverse. So this can kind of mean that perhaps you feel a little bit disconnected from your heritage at the moment, from your culture. Perhaps you might need to think about connecting more in with your ancestors and investigating that family tree and doing things within your culture that really ground you into yourself and connect you in. I'm getting that they've been trying to connect in with you and support you and help you and love you, but you have been missing the signs, or it's time to get a bit more into that, because they are here to truly support you, and they're definitely here to truly support you through these difficult times as well. So they are here for you. Again, that journaling will really help. And I'm going to pop that one onto the 7 of Swords, and we're going to pop this one on the 9 of Swords, because your your family and heritage and culture, anyone who's passed over, your ancestors, they're all here to help you, they're all here to guide you, and they're all here to teach you. And even interestingly, family members who you might not have been that close with in life, once they pass over, they can often, of course, have a huge shift of perception, and they can really be here for you now that they're seeing from that higher viewpoint. So I am seeing that there is a lot of advice wanting to be given. Now, last of all, they're showing me kind of like a wizard, like the Harry Potter wizard, Dumbledore, with the glasses on and the white hair and the wizard hat. There is a lot of sage advice to be tuned into here as well, in terms of energy healing, cord cutting, all of that sort of stuff. And energy protection, and there is a wizard guide of the love and light around you to support you in doing that as well. They're here for you. You can tune into them and just ask your wizard guide of the light for any advice that they have for you, and just meditate and see what you get. Do you see an image, or do you just feel some energy flowing in? What does that look like? All in all, a really, really cool week where you are expanding into your success. You are stepping into your success, stepping stone by stepping stone. And the key here is to go slowly with it. Allow the expansion to happen at a level that you can accept in, where you don't go into self-sabotage. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Again, thank you for liking this video and subscribing along. And I will see you all soon. Have a beautiful week. Bye, beautiful souls.